The year, 1888. The place, London's East End. Dead and mutilated bodies are popping up all over, from Stamford to Whitechapel. Jack the Ripper is leaving his mark, and the city's on edge. Yvonne Mason is back with a tale of murder and millinery. The Rhodes Hat Factory is booming while the body count rises. Why now? How are these hats connected? Has the Hatter gone mad? Mad Hatter from Yvonne Mason. Available now on Amazon.com.
Good morning, everyone. This is Yvonne Mason, your independent best-selling author, and I know it's been a while since I've been on spouting off my rhetoric and telling you how I feel about things. A lot of things have been going on in my life, so working on a new book. But this morning, I wanted to talk about something that's been weighing heavily on my mind for a while. Actually, ever since all of the pundits started talking about transgenders and gays and God knows who else going into different public bathrooms. Now, while I have mixed feelings about that, my rant is not about that today. My rant is about the fact that I don't care if you're transgender, gay, lesbian, have two heads. I don't care. What I do care about is the fact that there are those of us who are caregivers for adults who are disabled. My husband is disabled. He cannot get into a bathroom by himself, and sometimes he needs help while he is in a bathroom. Every time we go to a restaurant, a public place, a store, guess what they don't have? A family bathroom. Now, you want to talk about embarrassment? Try opening the door to a men's bathroom with all these men standing at the urinals just so you can let your husband in. I don't want to embarrass those men. I was not raised that way. I have no desire to go into a men's bathroom, but my husband has to. And most of the time, those bathrooms, even though they say they're handicap accessible, are a joke. They are not. So when people complain about, well, I'm transgender, I need to go into a female bathroom because I don't want to go into a men's bathroom, I don't care what you do. But what I care about is when you have a single parent who has to make a choice. Do I take my son into the women's bathroom? Do I take my daughter into the men's bathroom? My son is an adult, but he's disabled. Do I take him in the women's bathroom? Do I put women at discomfort because my grown son, who's disabled, goes into a women's bathroom with me? In my case, do I embarrass grown men because I have to go with my husband into the men's bathroom? People, there are more important things in this world to worry about. And one of those is taking care of our disabled and giving them the dignity they deserve, and to be able to take them out for outings, to eat, to a movie, to shop, and not have to worry about what if I need to take them to a public bathroom. So the problem with the transgenders and the gays going into opposite sex bathrooms could be solved very simply. Build a family bathroom that is completely handicap accessible, and the problem solved. Yes, it might be a one person only, but the problem solved. I know that I would appreciate a family bathroom when I'm out with my husband. I know that it would make him feel a little more at ease. It would make me feel more at ease, and I wouldn't feel like I was embarrassing men who were trying to do their business, and in walks a woman. I'm sorry. That is wrong. Everyone deserves a little bit of privacy, even if it's a public bathroom. We live in Florida, and we have the Turnpike, and they have stations on the Turnpike. Service centers, they're called. And these service centers have family bathrooms. When we are going up 95 at the rest stops, they have family bathrooms. No man wants to take his little young daughter into a men's restroom. No woman wants to take her young son into a women's restroom. No one wants to embarrass another adult, nor does anyone want to put a child in an awkward position. So the problem has a solution, and the solution is real simple. Build a family bathroom. I cannot believe that we have spent days and weeks talking about unisex bathrooms. In Europe, they're prevalent. Build a family bathroom. That's all you have to do. Solves the problem. Yeah, it's going to cost you a few bucks, but so what? The important thing is we have evolved. The disabled go out. Oh, what a thought. Oh, and that's another one of my rants this morning. When I take my husband out to eat, that in itself is a chore. Because every restaurant that we go to, without exception, crams as many tables, chairs, and booths and bar stools into a room that they can get. They do not understand that there are more and more disabled people going out because they can. Trying to get into a restaurant and getting him to a table sometimes is like trying to maneuver a military action. It's almost impossible. Why do we do this? Why do we discount and negate people with disabilities, especially the older generation? We have the money to spend, and we spend it. The least restaurants could do is to provide an area for people with disabilities, and I'm not talking near the kitchen or the bathrooms either. Yeah, I know, you want to get the most bang for your buck. But guess what? The disabled have rights too. And while I'm ranting about the disabled, let me just tell you what else happens when we're out in public. It's like my husband is invisible. I have seen people walk in front of him, try to run over him, slam doors in his face, treat him like he's not even alive because they're too busy focused on their own life. I've seen them walk right by him like he was not even there. Walk right in front of him and him on his scooter like, why are you in my way? All it takes is 1 minute to recognize someone with a disability. And it's not just my husband. I see it done to people all the time. The elderly, forget the elderly. The elderly are treated like they don't even belong to be breathing the air. Let's don't open a door for them. Let's don't speak to them. Let's just walk on by them like they're not even there. Well, guess what? If you live long enough, you too will be elderly, and you too may have health issues. and you too may become disabled. Then you will see how invisible you become. So back to my original rant. Restaurants, hotels, hotels say they're handicap compliant. Most of the hotels we go to are a joke. Yeah, they put up a couple of bars, but you can't get in the rooms, you can't maneuver in the rooms. Yeah, they say we're so many inches away from the wall so you can get a wheelchair in there. They do not build those rooms for worst case scenario. They just build with what they can get away with and think they're in compliance. Trying to get into public access like restaurants, nah. If you don't have someone with you, there's no way in hell you can open the doors. They're too heavy. Bars in the restaurant bathrooms, forget it. Easy access into public places, forget it. The sidewalks aren't wide enough, the doors aren't wide enough. You can't get in there. So yeah, I'm on a roll this morning because I am so sick of the pundits talking about public bathrooms and laws have to be passed in order to allow transgenders, gays, and whoever else to go into whatever bathroom they choose. Make it real simple. Build a family bathroom. That not only helps those who are transgender, gay, lesbian, have two heads, but it also helps families who are caregivers for the disabled and their families. It makes our job so much easier. It's hard enough being a caregiver. But in order for our family member to have quality of life, it would be nice to be able to take them out in public and not have to worry about maneuvering around tables, trying to find a public bathroom that we can get them in without embarrassing another human being. So, for all of you out there listening who are in the public sector, like the restaurant business, the public retail business, think about that. Build a family bathroom. We would greatly appreciate it. Okay, boys and girls, that is my rant for the day. On to something more pleasant. Yes, I am working on my true crime called Justice for Cindy. It is very raw. It is very heartbreaking. It is being very difficult to write because as a survivor of domestic abuse, I can relate to this horrific slaughter of another human being. It is taking me a while. And then the injustice of the criminal justice system. That's another story for another day. State of Oregon, you got to get it together, people. This young woman and the crimes thereafter didn't deserve to happen. Y'all helped perpetrate the crime and you were complicit in the second crime. But I shall leave that for another day. I will leave you with this. Why our young people are our future. Our elderly are the pathway to our future. We must cherish them and love them. Our disabled, whether they're elderly or whether they're young, teach us so many lessons, far more than we could teach them. So we must take care of them because we all have a purpose in this life. So until next time, I will leave you. Check out all my books on Amazon, please. Under Yvonne Mason, there's something for everybody. You've got inspiration, you've got comedy, you've got true crime, you've got crime fiction, you've got mystery, suspense. There's audiobooks. All of my books are on Kindle. They will be downloadable on all of your devices. They're also on Barnes & Noble. There's also a few anthologies. I am very multi-talented, and of course the voices in my head tell me what to do all the time. So until next time, as my father used to say, keep your head down and your powder dry, and if you don't know what that means, look it up. I will talk to you later.